one thing he's really been working on. As a foul is called on Lou Williams fighting for position. Again, he kind of taps his chest and says, "My bad," and the Clippers will get a breather here. This coach's consultation presented by the official attorney of the Clippers, Sweet James. Injured on or off the court, Sweet James has got you. Call 1-800-500-5200 or sweetjames.com. Lou Williams, 5 of 10 from the floor in 12 minutes, 13 points, and the underground GOAT continues to get the job done. As mentioned, has donated $25,000 for bonds of those who are arrested protesting in Atlanta. Said that protesting himself wasn't his lane, is how he described it, as Terrence Ross comes off a screen and knocks down a catch-and-shoot right-wing three to narrow the gap, 71-63, Clippers by 8. But Williams still wants to do his part, has been very vocal throughout this social justice change, as Amir Coffey is called for the travel, and felt that his best course of action was donating money to help those that he truly believes in their cause. And Williams does that consistently throughout his life, throughout his career. As mentioned, his daughter has gotten in on the fun as well and helping the homeless throughout the season. So just a great overall guy and a great role model as a teammate, somebody who just goes about his business, goes about going to work and just getting the job done every single time. Foul called on Amir Coffey, and so a side out of bounds on the far side for Terrence Ross. Gets it in for Gary Clark, right back to Ross, and for the second time today, Terrence Ross is fouled while shooting a 3. So 3 free throws incoming for the Williams. Hits the veteran out of Washington. Patrick Patterson's going to be called for the foul this time. And Ross will get 3 shots to bring his Magic team even closer at 71-63. Clippers in front. Ross currently with 9 points, make it 10 on the game. And the Clipper lead is now 71-64. So as mentioned, with PG and Kawhi 24-8 this season, that's a 66-win pace. The only reason I find that interesting is because the win total coming in as Ross hits the second for this Clipper team was 53.5 coming into the season. The Celtics in 2008, and there were a lot of comparisons coming into the season between those two teams with Doc Rivers at the helm as Ross goes perfect 3 for 3, was 49.5. But the Celtics, pretty much fully healthy for a lot of that year, won 66 games. And so when you look at the pace of when those two superstars have been in, as Williams once again just puts his head down and goes into attack mode. George was doing it with 80. That 24-8 record would be a 66-win pace, just like that 08 Celtic team that went on to win the title. So Doc Rivers, who does not want to compare the two, says there's not really that much that's similar. Patrick Beverly likes to call himself Mini KG. As Williams heads to the free throw line and knocks down the first. Excellent free throw shooter for his career, and this season one of the best in the league at 86.3%. And makes the second as well. Just a small wrinkle. I'm not saying that they're the same, but a small wrinkle that I did find between the two that was very similar. 73-66 lead for the Clippers with 1:15 to go in the third quarter as Ross controlled for the Magic on the right wing, down the right alley, hook shot with the right hand, missed everything. Mo Bamba in for the first time, grabs the offensive rebound, kicks it out for the corner 3 ball, but it was missed by Clark, and the rebound this time on the weak side into the hands of JaMychal Green. Up ahead, Williams on the left wing finds the trailer. It's Green. He sets his feet, but missed it wide to the right, and the rebound into the hands of Gary Clark. Under a minute to go in the third quarter, Clippers by 7. Carter Williams, step back 18-footer, is short from the near side. Rebounded by Patterson. Up ahead from Magruder to Green, but knocked out of bounds. Great hustle recovery on the defensive side by Iwundu. So 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Clippers up 73-66. Mo Bamba added 20-plus pounds of muscle during the quarantine period. Said he hired a chef to make sure that he was eating enough as Williams misses in the short corner on the far side, trying to take advantage of the 2-for-1. Up ahead, Bamba's all alone, and he slams it down with 2 hands. Mo Bamba, which the song was #1 on the charts for about a full year, from his good friend Sheck West back in Harlem, New York, where Bamba's from, as Williams lets it roll all the way into the front court, scoops it up, goes down the middle of the lane, floats it up and in. The underground GOAT going mainstream once again in our 5:68, Clippers by 7. Couple seconds separating shot clock and game clock, about 6 with 22 seconds to play in this third quarter. Carter Williams drives, fends off the defense by Patterson. Good defense by Patterson, but the follow-up tip-in goes down for Gary Clark. Williams walking it across from left to right, across the timeline. 10 seconds to play here in the third quarter with the Clippers up 75-70. Williams with 6 seconds left. Gets a screen to his left from Green. Bounce pass, pocket pass for Green. Kick it out. Coffee. It was tipped. Coffee, can he get it up in time? Magruder is going to be a little late from the corner. Deep. So another good sign from Rodney Magruder, as the scavenger has made a couple of threes, but that one will not count. And the third quarter will come to a close with the Clippers up 75-70 in Orlando against the Magic on the Clippers Broadcast Network. 13 has been as impressive as advertised coming over from Oklahoma City this summer. He has had struggles with injuries this year, but so far he has looked 100% healthy and doing it in a variety of ways, getting the job done as a passer as well, finding Joakim Noah a couple of times for some impressive dishes. So PG-13, should he be done today in 19 minutes at 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists on 6 of 13 shooting, as Carter Williams quickly gets it in and pulls it up from the free throw line, missed it short, but foul's called on the floor. Mo Bamba, since entering the game, has wreaked havoc on the Clippers' interior, trying to just use that new frame to his advantage. Listed at 7 foot, should be right around 260 pounds, and you can see he is definitely a lot wider than when we last saw him. The Magic keep it with 6:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Clippers by 4, 80-76. Carter Williams top of the key, met by Patrick Patterson. Here's a mismatch. Carter Williams with a pump fake, gets it to Bamba. He'll try a right wing three. Bamba is short, ricochets off the rim into the hands of Marcus Morris, who will jog it from left to right across that Black Lives Matter emblem on the court. Driving to his left, double team comes. Patterson's open for a left wing three, and he sticks it. Patrick Patterson has shot the ball exceptionally well from downtown this year, right at 39% at 6'9", to make it 83-76 Clippers with about 6 minutes to play in Orlando. Right to left, Carter Williams crosses the timeline, and a whistle away from the basketball as Noah and Bamba were fighting for that position. So the story behind the Mo Bamba anthem by Sheck West. So not only is Bamba a friend of Sheck West, but former Syracuse basketball guard and now transferred to Rhode Island guard Jalen Carey. They were all very close friends growing up in Harlem. And basically, Sheck would always just create these raps as Gary Clark tries a left wing three, misses it, pops up in the air. Terrence Mann goes up, climbs the ladder to grab the board, and is fouled immediately by Bamba. Basically what happened was Bamba went to Sheck West and said, hey, can you just maybe freestyle something about me? And what he did ended up becoming the #1 song in America for a number of weeks. And so as a 19, 20-year-old, Mo Bamba had a song about him that was quite literally the top song in the country. Pretty incredible, pretty impressive. 83-76. Plus, that song just kind of gets stuck in your head forever. It's one of those that I swear every time you hear it, you can't stop. At the first time, you're like, okay, this is just about Mo Bamba. And then by the third time you listen, you literally are saying Mo Bamba for an entire week. Anyway, it's Terrence Mann on the right wing, gets it to Joakim Noah with a chest pass, who drives to his left, gets past Birch, check back in, shovels it to Mann, who nearly got out of bounds, but did keep it from going out. Amir Coffey then loses control, up ahead to Frazier, who checked in, and Melvin Frazier right off the bench, right on the scoreboard. First 2 points off of a fast break layup for the second-year pro out of Tulane to make it 83-78. Clippers by 5, 5:20 to go in the first scrimmage from Orlando. Here's Morris straight away, using the body to shield the basketball away from Frazier. Missed the runner, got it back, puts it up and in, plus the foul. The strength of Marcus Morris, just a bully in the sandbox in the paint. Kem Birch getting the majority of that contact, and Morris the beneficiary with a chance for 3. So the Clippers now up 85-78. Morris up to 9 points on 3 of 8 shooting in 20 minutes, and we'll have a chance to extend that lead even further as the Clippers have led by as many as 13 throughout this game. Ever since taking that advantage in the second quarter, the Clippers have not relinquished. B.J. Johnson in for Orlando, as is Vic. One shot. These two teams have played twice this year, and the Clippers taking both of those meetings, 122-95 at Staples Center, January 16th. Kawhi Leonard had 32, 5 and 5 as Morris misses the free throw. And then 10 days later, 112-97 win for the Clippers, 31-14 and 7 for the Claw. Paul George did not play in either matchup. 85-78, Carter Williams drives down the left alley, got to the basket, was fouled as he missed the left-handed layup, and will go to the line to shoot air with 5:03 to go in the fourth quarter. And the Clippers by 7. 14 fouls this quarter. But similar to this game, it was that second quarter where the Clippers pulled away in both of those games. They had a solid first quarter of the first meeting, but by the time the first 2 quarters were ended, and had come to a close as Carter Williams makes the first free throw. The Clippers led that first game 67-48. In the second game, it was the rebounding margin that was really the difference. 53-44 in favor of the Clippers. Don't forget, our next scrimmage will be against the Washington Wizards. Clippers and Wizards on Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific. Coffee has on the right wing, circles around the perimeter, down the middle of the lane, floater with a left hand, goes off the glass, using the window, and the bank is open for Amir Coffee. On a Wednesday in Orlando, 87-80, Clippers by 7 with 4:40 to go. Around the perimeter, 3 ball from the right wing, Vic Law missed it short. And how about Terrence Mann showing off the buddies in the first scrimmage to grab that board. Left to right, here comes Mann, down the left alley, over the head pass, he finds Coffee, near side corner 3 ball, it's short. And the rebound chaos ensues as Carter Williams comes in from behind, but it looks like Joakim Noah had good position and draws the foul on Ken Birch once again. It's going to be the third on Birch, so it'll stay with the Clippers with that 7-point advantage. Third offensive rating in